us as we move north for our next story. And in Canada, a shooting at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School has left 9 people dead, including the suspect, Jessie Van Rootselaar. Among the victims is 12-year-old Kylie Smith, identified by her father, Lance Young, as one of the students killed in the attack. Young described his daughter as a passionate student with a love for art and anime. He also spoke about the panic his family felt with his son, Ethan, hiding in a closet during the incident. The secondary school, with fewer than 175 students, is in shock after the tragedy. Let's listen in to what the father of Kylie Smith had to say.
She was just a beautiful soul. She's a light in our family. She loved art and anime. She wanted to go to school in Toronto, and she just loved her so much. She was thriving in high school. She never hurt her soul. She was a supporter, LGBTQ supporter, and she was the last person who ever deserved this. I let her off. I let her go to school with her brother Ethan in the morning, and I soaked in that moment, watching them walk in the door together for whatever reason, and I didn't know it would be the last time they'd go to school together.
Ross Feingold joins us once again. Ross, of course, a tragic incident in British Columbia, Canada, with the fallout continuing. The political ramifications of something like this, do you think this exposes weaknesses in Canada's firearm policy?
Certainly that will be a point of discussion among local authorities, legislators, whether at the provincial or at the federal government level. But generally we do perceive Canada as having strong firearms regulations and laws. Probably what will also be a focus of debate here is whether or not the mental health system was sufficient, whether support within the school system for possibly troubled students was sufficient. And then an issue that always comes up in these situations is facility security as well, and whether or not more should be done with regard to facility safety. So I would expect that there will be a lot of detailed discussion and possibly new laws and regulations that come out of this tragic incident as well.
Yes, and of course Mark Carney, he's made a statement following the incident. What more can you tell us about leadership in a time for Canada like this? A liberal democracy, of course, doesn't have the same gun laws as America has, especially when it comes to school shootings. How do we expect him to react to this terrible tragedy?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question. So he's already canceled an overseas trip in the aftermath of this, where he was supposed to give a speech in Europe. So he's clearly trying to play the role of somebody who knows how to show empathy for a tragedy that has happened, make available the resources of his government. He does have an image of being a somewhat of a technocrat, a banker, because he is a banker by profession. So this will be a chance for him to show more of his personal side, and that he knows how to be the leader in a tragic situation. I think he'll probably come through this showing that he has that ability. But once this issue recedes from the news, he's still going to be in the hot spot over the major issue, which is Canada's relations with the United States.
Ross, do stay with us once again. As we turn it over to our next story, we stay in Canada, and Ottawa is advising